Well, we've come down today to Hananya's group. We're with Lisa, one of the keepers down here, to have a catch up on how Cherri is doing with her beautiful little one, Thelma. I don't know how good the image is, but you can clearly see that Thelma is beginning to move around now. So how's it all going down here, Lisa?
It's going really well with Thelma at the moment. She's starting to move around more, working up her muscles, really building those muscles up in her legs especially. We've also had quite a few teeth coming through as well, so she's got 8 teeth at the bottom and 6 teeth on the top. So she is teething, so she's still chewing on everything that she can find, especially the mess like she's about to do. It's her favourite thing to chew because I think it's quite cold and it just helps bring out those back teeth. She's also started to eat a bit as well, so she's starting to feed up little bits of banana. She's not eating a lot, she's still depending on Cherri's milk, but she's starting to try other bits of food as well.
That's great. She looks absolutely fantastic. So how are the rest of the group taking to her now?
The rest of the group's doing really well with her. They're all still quite interested in her, but the novelty's worn off a bit, so the people that wouldn't normally spend a lot of time with Cherri aren't spending so much time with her, but they'll always come over and have a little look at Thelma. Evelyn's still sticking really close to Cherri's side. Simon's still quite protective of Thelma. People like Marjolaine and Valerie also come over and have a little look at her as well. So everything's pretty much back to normal in the group, but she's still a little bit of a focus for a few of the individuals like Shamak.
Well, she looks absolutely fantastic, and she certainly looks very settled within this group. How are the group generally? So obviously Simon, we have lots of pictures with Simon in a very close proximity to Cherri. Is Simon still keeping an eye on Cherri and the baby?
Yeah, Simon's still pretty much how he was. He's still keeping a close eye on Thelma. Whenever she cries, he still comes running over to her, but he has taken a little bit of a step back. He is allowing the staff to get a bit closer to her so we can do health checks and things on both Cherri and Thelma. And he's a bit more relaxed with the other chimps around her as well, so he will let other chimps sit next to Thelma when she's on the floor without being on mum. So he is relaxed a bit more, but he's always there if Cherri needs him or if Thelma needs her.
And just as we're in Hananya's groups, another chimpanzee that I know is a particular favourite of our Facebook supporters is Trudy. How is Trudy doing now?
Trudy's doing really well. She's her back's been pretty good recently, and her walking's quite good at the moment. She's still the diva of the group, and she still thinks she's the baby of the group as well. But she's always playing with other individuals in here, particularly Kiki's still a really good friend of hers. So we quite often find them playing together. But she still always turns to Peggy, so she'll always be nesting down with Peggy if she can't make her own bed.
That's great. And also talking of Kiki, I saw Kiki just a few moments ago, and she looks absolutely amazing. The pale colouring on her face, she appears to have suntan now, and she's got a lovely colour. So how's she settling into the group and getting on now?
Kiki's doing really well actually. She's quite interested in Thelma, so she comes over but doesn't push herself on Thelma. She just likes to come and have a little look. But in terms of the group, she is just one of the group now, so she gets treated like everyone else. She's got a really good friend in Trudy, and also she's quite good friends with Simon as well, which is quite unusual because the girls tend to avoid being friends with Simon. But he likes to play rough and tumble with her, and she's one of the few females that like to be that rough with him.
So I noticed that obviously Cherri's come down. Both her and Simon are reaching out to make sure that little Thelma's okay. She's just doing a little bit of a high wire balancing act here, but I think Cherri would like her to come down. So thanks for the update. She looks amazing. All of the guys in this group look absolutely fantastic. They are Thelma's first wee caught on camera. So we will come back to our Facebook viewers in the next week with the next video. If you have any suggestions as to who you would like me to focus on, please post now. Thank you.